Uh, I still think if everybody just observe the 5 precepts, we will have world peace. And all the resources allocated to development of machinery for war, weapons of war, weapons of mass destruction can be used for other purposes. Yeah, doesn't mean that all these people have to have to be unemployed, but they can be employed for something else. Yeah, but unfortunately, what to do? Okay, so yesterday we covered part of Sutta 167. So let's recap a bit. So there are 5 things that a person should have. That Venerable Sariputta said, the 5 things that one should have before we reprove others. Yeah, so the 5 is to do it at the proper time, to reprove truthfully and not falsely, and then to reprove gently, not harshly, to reprove in a beneficial way, not a harmful way, and lastly, to reprove with loving kindness and not with hatred. Yeah. So yesterday we went through one part, which is where a person, a monk, if let's say reprove in the way contrary to the Dharma, that means not in this way. So today we continue from there. Friends, when a bhikkhu reproves in a way contrary to the Dharma, remorse should be induced in him in 5 ways. Friend, you reprove him at an improper time, not at a proper time. That is sufficient for you to feel remorse. You reprove him falsely, not truthfully. That is sufficient for you to feel remorse. You reproved him harshly, not gently. That is sufficient for you to feel remorse. You reproved him in a harmful way, not in a beneficial way. That is sufficient for you to feel remorse. You reprove him while harboring hatred, not with a mind of loving kindness. That is sufficient for you to feel remorse. When a bhikkhu reproves in a way contrary to the Dharma, remorse should be induced in him in these 5 ways. For what reason? So that another bhikkhu will not think of reproving falsely. So it's actually continuing from there and then saying why that should not be done. It is so that people don't think that is the right way. Let's continue from there. So another one. Here, friends, I see some person being reproved at a proper time, not disturbed at an improper time, being reproved truthfully, not disturbed falsely, being reproved gently, not disturbed harshly, being reproved in a beneficial way, not disturbed in a harmful way, being reproved by one with a mind of loving kindness, not disturbed by one who harbors hatred. Friends, when a bhikkhu is reproved in accordance with the Dharma, remorse should be induced in him in 5 ways. Friend, you are reproved at a proper time, not at an improper time. That is sufficient for you to feel remorse. You are reproved truthfully, not falsely. That is sufficient for you to feel remorse. You are reproved gently, not harshly. That is sufficient for you to feel remorse. You were reproved in a beneficial way, not in a harmful way. That is sufficient for you to feel remorse. You were reproved by one with a mind of loving kindness, not by one harboring hatred, that is sufficient for you to feel remorse. When a bhikkhu is reproved in accordance with the Dharma, remorse should be induced in him in these 5 ways. Okay, then the next part. Friends, when a bhikkhu reproves in accordance with the Dharma, non-remorse should be induced in him in 5 ways. Let me just pause here. Don't know whether you all can see the whole sequence. There's a slight subtle difference in the wording, but it makes a lot of difference. So yesterday, the last part that we went through is contrary to the Dharma. The first part that we went through just now, right at the start, is also contrary to the Dharma. But one is about that non-remorse should be induced, and one is remorse should be induced. Yeah, why is that the difference? Because the section that we went through yesterday. So let me again use my prop. Okay, past captain. And then this person. Okay. So this one is the reprover. This one is the reprovee. Okay, this one is the one A and B. A reprove B. Okay, so far so good. So now the first 2 cases, one that we went through yesterday, first case, second paragraph we went through today. Both are talking about the same thing, actually. But one is talking about this person being reproved, B being reproved by A in a way that is contrary to the Dharma. So the first paragraph is talking to B and saying, you are reproved in a way that is not accordance to the Dharma. So you should not be, non-remorse should be induced in you. It means there's no reason for you to be remorseful. Yeah, because you were wrongly, you're not appropriately being reproved. And then the same scenario, but talking to A, saying you reprove B in a way that is not according to the Dharma. You reprove him at an improper time, and you disturb him. You reprove him, in all the different ways that is not appropriate. So remorse should be induced in you. Okay. So now, just now, we went through another part. Now it's according to the Dharma. Then talking to him, you reprove in a way that is accordance to the Dharma. So you should be remorseful. Now the next paragraph we're going to read is towards A. Yeah, telling A that you have reproved B in a way accordance to the Dharma. So non-remorse should be induced. Okay, I'll give you the overview. But I really I don't know about you. The part of me was like, I start to slowly see the pattern. I thought, maybe like me, sometimes you also blur. Don't know what you're reading. Friends, I reread this part. Friends, a bhikkhu reproves in accordance with the Dharma. Non-remorse should be induced in him in 5 ways. So A, reprove B in accordance to the Dharma. Non-remorse should be induced in him. Friend, you reprove him at a proper time, not at an improper time. That is sufficient for you to be without remorse. Yeah, you reprove him truthfully, not falsely. That is sufficient for you to be without remorse. You reprove him gently, not harshly. Okay, that is sufficient for you to be without remorse. Reprove him in a beneficial way, not in a harmful way. That is sufficient for you to be without remorse. You reprove him with a mind of loving kindness, not with a mind of hatred, not while harboring hatred. That is sufficient for you to be without remorse. When a bhikkhu reproves in accordance with the Dharma, non-remorse should be induced in these 5 ways. For what reason? So that another bhikkhu would think of reproving about what is true. Yeah, got it? The whole picture? So this sutta actually continue. There's more. So that's all I will share today, so that you can absorb. Tomorrow I will finish up the sutta. Like many other suttas, although the sutta is directed towards monks, I think the principle behind can be applied to everybody, including lay people. Yeah. So when we want to reprove others, using another way of saying, it means you want to scold someone, you want to correct someone. Yeah, that means you want to tell someone that they did something wrong. You want to tell someone that they didn't do something correctly. Yeah, it can be at work, it can be at home. Yeah, or maybe sometimes with a stranger. Yeah, I had this devotee, so he told me that he is about 50 something years old. Yeah, almost 60 already. He's about maybe 9 years older than me, or 7, I think maybe about 9 years older than me. So a few times he told me, he said, when he's outside, like he sees some people, certain behavior, then he see already he don't feel that it's right, then he just immediately tell the person off. And then what do you think is the result? The result is the person don't accept it. Yeah, the person pull a long face, and then some of them even retort and say, like, so, like one example I can remember, from 1st of September, I think we have to return the plates, right? Yeah. So, but it was announced beforehand. Yeah, it was announced beforehand that we should return the plates beforehand. But from 1st of September onwards, there will be penalty. Yeah. So it's not that it's only start in 1st September. A lot of people, I think, mistaken it. It is that from 1st September, is it 1st September? Yeah. Then there will be penalty. So before that, I really encourage you to do that, because if you leave it around, then there's more chance for whatever your expulsion to remain there and then spread. Yeah. And then you have a cleaner who have to handle all this. So the cleaner is highly exposed. And then a cleaner who is highly exposed go around cleaning everything, then he becomes a spreader. So anyway, one day he went to hawker center and then he saw someone who finished eating and then about to just stand up and leave. Then he said, like, 那个盘不用收啊. You know, the plates don't have to keep. Supposed to keep, you know. Then the person turned around. Look at the signboard, not 1st of September yet. Yeah. So it is applicable to our daily life. The 4th point about reproving to benefit the other person, not in a harmful way, in a beneficial way. I'm thinking maybe a way to look at it is about your intent. Are you saying it to benefit that person, or are you saying it to harm that person? Yeah. Because sometimes when we tell people off, it is not really a part of us think, oh, I'm saying this for your own good. But actually sometimes it's because we are upset with that person. We just want to scold that person. You know? Yeah. And the best thing is sometimes we are upset with the person over something the person have done before, but today he do something else or she do something else, then we take the opportunity to scold him or her. Yeah, 借题发挥. So these 5 are actually good points for us to contemplate and reflect. Oh. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? If not, put your palms together. Namo 本师释迦牟尼佛。
Namo 本师释迦牟尼佛。
Namo 本师释迦牟尼佛。
Namo 本师释迦牟尼佛。
Why you say Namo 本师释迦牟尼佛？One more time, I'll see twice again. Namo 本师释迦牟尼佛。
本师释迦牟尼佛。
愿消三障诸烦恼。
愿消三障诸烦恼。
愿得智慧真明了。
愿得智慧真明了。
不愿罪障悉消除。
不愿罪障悉消除。
世世常行菩萨道。
世世常行菩萨道。
阿弥陀佛。
阿弥陀佛。
Till we meet again, may be guided and protected by the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And as always,
乖乖。谢谢师父，谢谢大家。
Have a timely day ahead.
拜拜，师父。Thank you.
Thank you, 师父。
Bye bye.
Reminder, there's SGC in the afternoon.
Yes, there is SGC in the afternoon. Remember not to attend.
No, remember to attend.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. 老妈很急了。拜拜拜拜拜。Bye everyone.
Bye, 师父。Thank you, 师父。
Thank you, 师父。
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, 师父。